1945. An engineer is standing near a radar machine when the chocolate bar in his pocket melts. It wasn't hot outside. He wasn't near a stove or a heater. Something invisible had cooked it. What happened next would change how the world eats forever. This is the strange, accidental history of the microwave. Before frozen dinners, before popcorn bags, before reheated leftovers at midnight, there was no instant heat, and cooking took time, a lot of it. I'm Aiden Thomas of Hidden History, and this is the accidental invention that changed how the world eats, the invention of the microwave. Before the microwave, reheating food meant lighting a stove, preheating an oven, waiting 10 to 20 minutes, heating up the entire kitchen, even on very hot summer days. Leftovers were inconvenient. Quick snacks weren't really a thing. If you wanted hot food, you had to commit to it. And in the 1940s, most households still cooked everything from scratch. But the world was changing. World War II had accelerated technology at a pace humanity had never seen before. Radar, radio waves, electromagnetic experimentation. And inside a defense company called Raytheon, one engineer was about to notice something unusual. His name was Percy Spencer. He was a self-taught engineer working on radar systems using devices called magnetrons. Magnetrons produced microwave radiation, invisible electromagnetic waves used to detect enemy aircraft. One day in 1945, while standing near an active radar set, Spencer realized the candy bar in his pocket had melted. Curious, he didn't ignore it. He tested popcorn kernels next. They exploded. Then he tried an egg. It burst. To verify his finding, Spencer created a high-density electromagnetic field by feeding microwave power from a magnetron into a metal box, from which it had no way to escape. When food was placed in this box with the microwave energy, the temperature of the food rose rapidly. That's when he understood. The microwaves coming from the magnetron weren't just detecting planes. They were heating food, and not from the outside in, but from the inside out. Microwaves, you see, excite water molecules. Food contains water. When exposed to microwave radiation, the water molecules vibrate rapidly. That vibration creates heat. Instead of heating air around the food, it heats the food itself. It was fast, efficient, and completely different from traditional cooking. Raytheon quickly realized this wasn't just a scientific curiosity, it was a commercial opportunity. And on October 8, 1945, Raytheon filed a U.S. patent application for Spencer's microwave cooking process. And an oven that heated food using microwave energy from a magnetron was soon placed in a Boston restaurant for testing. In 1947, Raytheon released the first microwave oven. It was called the Radarange. It's a little bit different from the microwaves of today. It stood nearly 6 feet tall, weighed over 700 pounds, and cost the equivalent of tens of thousands of dollars today. It wasn't for homes. It was for restaurants, ocean liners, and industrial kitchens. It required special wiring, and in early versions, it was water-cooled, not exactly a countertop appliance, and because of this, for decades, microwaves were seen as bulky, expensive, and slightly suspicious. Many people didn't trust them. Radiation sounded dangerous. And in fairness, the word microwave didn't exactly sound comforting. It sounded like a futuristic weapon of sorts. But the real breakthrough came in the 1960s and 1970s. Technology improved, size decreased, and the costs dropped dramatically. And then something else happened. Frozen food exploded in popularity. TV dinners, prepackaged meals, convenience food. The microwave didn't just reheat food, it reshaped how food was produced. Food companies began designing products specifically for microwave preparation. Suddenly, cooking shrank from 45 minutes to 3. Busy households embraced it. Dual income families embraced it. College students definitely embraced it. By the 1980s, the microwave became a standard feature in American kitchens. It fundamentally changed our eating behavior. The microwave reduced cooking time dramatically, increased demand for processed foods, helped normalize leftovers, made solo eating more common, and encouraged what is now known as a convenience culture. It also shifted kitchen design. Less emphasis on big, large ovens, more emphasis on speed and efficiency. And interestingly, studies have shown microwaves are often more energy efficient than conventional ovens for small meals. An invention born from military radar became a symbol of domestic convenience. Despite widespread adoption, fear still lingered. Rumors spread that microwaves caused cancer, destroyed nutrients, made food radioactive. But microwave ovens use non-ionizing radiation. They can't make food radioactive. And nutritionally, microwaving can actually preserve nutrients better than some longer cooking methods. Still, the early fear reveals something interesting. People are often suspicious of invisible technology, especially when it comes to food. The microwave wasn't the result of a master plan. It wasn't a chef's innovation. It was an observed accident, a melted chocolate bar in a radar lab. But that accident changed kitchens, changed food manufacturing, changed how families eat, changed how much time we spend cooking. And today, over 90% of American households own one. All because someone noticed something unusual and decided to investigate. If you enjoy uncovering hidden stories behind everyday objects, subscribe, comment on what episode you'd like to hear next, and hit that like button. Next episode, the history of the coffee maker. Now take a look around your kitchen. History is heating up everywhere.